वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददान्ति सुपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगुणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगुणललिता शिविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. So welcome all the devotees for today's Nectar of Devotion Nectarian class by all the devotees. Today devotees are going to present. Okay. And so before we start the session, let us try to hear from devotees who have by hearted the slokas last week. Which was the sloka?
3.13 and 14.
3.13 and 14. Okay. So who have not recited 3.13, they can recite, and 3.14, all of you. So let us start from the top left hand side, from my left hand side, Sujay Gaurachandra Prabhu. 3.13, Prabhuji.
3.13. यज्ञशिष्टासिना सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वखिल्बिषः भूजते ते त्व अगम पापा ए पचन्ति माम आत्मा ए पचन्ति मा आत्मा कारणात् sorry ए पचन्ति आत्मा कारणात्.
Very good. Yes. Mataji, I think you have recited, no? Rubeshi Mataji last time? Okay. Prabhuji, you want to try the 3.14? Annath.
Okay. Yeah, Prabhu. I will try, Prabhu.
Okay.
अन्नाद् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यात् अन्नसम्भवः यज्ञात् भवन्ति पर्जन्यात् यज्ञ कर्म समुद्भवः. Sorry, Prabhu, don't see the tune and all, Prabhu. Meaning I will tell you, Prabhu.
Okay. Yes.
All the living beings subsist on grains.
Yes.
The grains is produced by rains.
Yes.
Rains is the result of yajna.
Yes.
And yajna is achieved by doing the prescribed duties, Prabhu. For the tunes.
Yeah. Very good. Yes. Who else? Uttama Bhakti Mataji?
I did not, Prabhuji.
Both?
No, I did not.
Okay, so next week.
Okay, sure.
And Manoj Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
3.13 I recited last time.
Okay, 3.14.
Annadvanti bhutani parjanya dhanna sambhava yajna divadi parjanyo yajna karma samruddha
Samudbhavaha.
samudbhava.
Okay. Then Parvati Mataji and Prabhu, have you? Okay, if you are not ready next week, no problem. Okay, don't take too much tension. Okay, if you are not ready, next week is always there for us. What about Prabhu? Next week?
Yes, Prabhuji. Last week, I think
13 I know. The other one I actually had studied earlier, but I think I have to revise because I forgot actually.
Okay.
13 I know actually. 3.13
That
actually.
you recited, no, last time?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Prabhu, today sun will come from the opposite direction, Prabhu. Sarvapalaka Prabhu never, he knows, he is just saying like.
Okay. Okay. Radha Mataji. Next week.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna.
Yajna Shishtasina Sandho Muchyande Sarva Muchyande Sarva Kilbishaihi Muchyade Te Tokham Pava Ye Pajandyatma Karanat
Good.
Annad Bhavandi Bhutani Parjanyod Anna Sambhava Yajnad Bhavadi Parjanyo Yajna Karma Samudbhavaha. Hare Krishna.
Hari is there?
ഹരി റെക്കോർഡിങ്ങിലാണ് എൻ്റെ പ്രഭുവിൻ്റെ ക്ലാസ്സിൻ്റെ മ്യൂസിക് ക്ലാസ്സിൻ്റെ റെക്കോർഡിങ്ങിലാണ്.
Okay. Rajeshwara Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I tell
You want to tell? Okay. You tell.
Annavanti Bhutani Pajana Samubaha Eddakanna Pajana Eddakanna Samubaha.
Hari bol. Hari bol. Yes. Rajeshwara
Very,
Prabhu.
very good, Rishikesh.
I will tell next week, Prabhuji.
Very good. And Baldev Prabhu, you were not there last time. I don't know whether you know about this.
ഇല്ല പ്രഭുജി ഞാൻ ലാസ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഉണ്ടായില്ല പ്രഭുജി, സോറി.
Next week, 3.13, 3.14 you can learn.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I studied.
You studied? You didn't study?
I studied Prabhuji, you didn't ask me.
No, still there. I am coming in.
Okay.
You are there in the queue. Okay, next is you Madaji. See Madaji.
Sorry Prabhuji, I didn't hear you.
Next is your turn. Now your turn. Please recite.
Okay. Yajna Shishtasina Sandho Muchyande Sarva Kilbishai Bhujande Te Tva Agam Papa Ye Pajandi Atma Karanat
Very good.
Annad Bhavadi Bhutani Parjanyat Anna Sambhava Yajnat Bhavadi Parjanyo Yajna Karma Samudbhavaha.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Jiveshri Madaji.
Prabhu, 13 only. Last class I didn't understand. I didn't attend.
Okay, so 13. So next class you have to learn 3.14 and one more I'll be giving now after this. So 3.13 please recite.
Yajna Sando Muchyande Sarpa Kilpishaha Bhujade Toha Paba Ye Pachandama Karanat.
Okay, very good. So simultaneously you have to learn the meaning also, translation also, so that you should know what exactly the meaning. Okay, that is just for
Prabhu, the meaning just I understand. The devotees of Lord released from all sin, but normal people are cook food for their own satisfaction.
Okay, very good. Ammu and Kannan.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, Ammu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you Prabhuji.
So let us all wish her by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, then she will recite. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Have you learned, Ammu?
Daddy, we
Prabhuji, we didn't even attend the last class.
Okay, okay. So next week, 3.13 and 3.14. Why there's no video?
It is very dark here, Prabhuji.
Sure, okay, okay, no problem. And where is,
Can you see?
yes, yes, where is daddy?
Oh, good.
Downstairs. Oh. Current also went.
So this is a gift in Kerala. Deepti Mati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam.
Pranam Mataji.
Prabhuji, sorry.
3.13 and 3.14.
Prabhuji, 3.13 ഞാൻ മറന്നുപോയി പ്രഭുജി. 3.14 ട്രൈ ചെയ്യാം പ്രഭുജി.
Okay, okay.
അന്നാദ് ഭവതി ഭൂതാനി അന്നാദ് ഭവതി ഭൂതാനി പർജന്യാദ് അന്ന സംഭവ യജ്ഞാത് ഭവന്തി പർജന്യോ യജ്ഞ കർമ്മ സമുദ്ഭവഃ.
Very good. Annad bhavanti, first line, not bhavati. Second line is
Third line.
third line is bhavati.
ശരിയാണ് പ്രഭുജി.
Okay. And she said,
Oh.
Rupeshri Mataji, you said no?
No.
You didn't say.
Recited Prabhuji.
Annad 314, did you say?
No. अन्नाद् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यादन्न सम्भवः यज्ञाद् भवति पर्जन्यो यज्ञकर्मा समुद्भवः.
Very good. Okay. Very good. So all of you. So only some left because they were not in the last class. They were not present. So you please try to learn for next week. So one more sloka I will give you. That is Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 3, text 21. Anyone knows this? Yadad Achariti Shreshto. Who all know this? Okay, we can learn that. Yadad Achariti Shreshtas Tatat Evataro Janaha Sayat Pramanam Kurute Lokastat Anuvartate. The translation is whatever action a great man performs, common men follow, and whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. Yadat acharati shreshtas tattat evataro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastat anuvartate. Okay, so 3.21 for next week, along with others who have not learned the other two slokas. That okay, very good. So don't take too much burden. If you can, please do that because you have got so many other assignments also. If you cannot, next week again, no problem. But it will accumulate if you don't do that. Okay, Hare Krishna. So now next is the qualities of Krishna. I think Sujay Gaurachandra Prabhu, he has already assigned some devotees. Those who have prepared, they can present it. Those who have not, next week. So how many of you have prepared for this? The 64 qualities. Prabhu, how many devotees are going to explain? 5?
Yes, Prabhu. All devotees are getting 5 slokas each, Prabhu.
Okay, okay. So how many of them are ready with?
Only one devotee is lucky to have only 4 qualities, Prabhu.
Who is that?
Parvati Mataji.
That may be the topmost 4 qualities.
Yeah. The last 4 qualities.
Prabhu, I did not get anything.
Oh, Krishna. Mataji, we thought you might be busy. That's why we didn't give you.
Then I thought, no, Chechi.
Okay. Anyway, I was on night duty, Prabhu. Even though if I get it, I won't be able.
I told him.
I thought so. That's why then.
Okay.
Okay, so who are ready? Please raise your hand. I can see them. So accordingly we can. Okay, Sujay Gaurachandra Prabhu. Then
I think 1 to 5 is Shabrish Prabhu.
Manoj Prabhu, Rajeshwara Prabhu. Then, okay, only 3. Okay. Yes, Parvati Mataji. Okay, so 4. So 20 qualities. And Rupeshri Mataji is 25 qualities. Okay, good. And Sarvapalak Prabhu also? Separate or?
I will try, Prabhu.
Okay, that means 30 qualities. Okay, not bad. Simi Mataji?
No, Prabhuji, I couldn't prepare.
No problem. Next week.
Next class. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So now to start with from where?
Prabhu, it is not in a sequence, those who are ready, they may be intermediate, so if Sarvapalaga Ramdas Prabhu is ready, then we can present the first 5 qualities, Prabhu. Beginning from a great Vaishnava.
Okay.
Prabhu, office just
Sorry, Prabhu, the same here, Prabhu. When I reply, you will understand. Quality is separate, but you will understand my quality, Prabhu.
Sorry, I was on a call. Okay, just 2 minutes. I missed your conversation. Yes, who wants to say? Rupeshri Mataji?
Prabhuji, I have got 56 to 60.
No, 55 to.
No,
Okay, 56 to
60.
60.
Okay.
56 is Prabhuji, Krishna's inconceivable potencies. In this, it is telling that Krishna is present in everywhere. In an atom, from atom to Brahma also he is present as Paramatma. Then in Kundi prayers, Kundi Devi was telling that about Krishna's inconceivable potency. Krishna was speaking in front of Kundi at the same time, Kundi Devi, and same time he is present in the womb of Uttara also. Same, simultaneously
He is present.
present in the same. And in another inconceivable potencies in Brahma Vimohan Leela, Krishna is expanded as many cows, calves, and cowherd boys.
Very bold.
That is from Brahma to an ant, everyone is undergoing the reactions of past deeds, but a devotee of Krishna is relieved from such reactions by the grace of Krishna. That is also his inconceivable potencies.
Okay.
Then next quality is Krishna's body generates innumerable universes. Krishna is the origin of all universes, like and 14 logas also,
Okay.
like that. Then 58, the original source of all incarnations.
Okay.
In that, it is mentioning about Jayadev Kavi's mentioning about mainly 10 incarnations. That also Krishna's, and also in Srimad Bhagavatam mentioned that innumerable incarnations are always coming out from the body of Krishna, just like waves in the ocean. So one cannot know how many incarnations are coming from his body. He is the original source of every incarnation. And 59th quality, Krishna gives salvation to the enemies that he kills. For example, Kamsa, he is killing Kamsa, but Kamsa, Shishubala, everybody, but he is giving salvation to them in Sayuj, Brahma Jyoti Mukti. At least he is giving that. And he is the only who can save us from the Pavarga to Apavarga, Prabhuji. From
Okay.
power That's
What is Pavarga?
pa, fa, ba, bha, ma. Pa means
Hmm.
prayatna. Prayatna, is it prayatna, Prabhuji?
Okay, Prayatna. I heard Prayatna. Prayas.
Prayas.
Prayas. Then fa means fena,
Form.
like form, hard working, like that.
Hmm.
Ba means bandhan.
Yes.
No, body.
Bha means bhai.
Bha means bhaya,
Bhaya.
and ma means mrityu.
Very
He
good.
can only protect us from this pavarga, from these pavargas. And 60th quality is Prabhuji, that the attractor of liberated souls.
Hmm.
He attracted Shukadev Goswami and many sages and all, and he is attracted by Paramahamsas also, like Prabhuji, 6 gods, Goswams. They are completely attached from, detached from everything, but they are attached to Radha and Krishna. Pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Like that, he is attracting to the liberated souls. Okay, Prabhuji.
Hari Bol. Next is Sujay Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Prabhu, I have got 5 qualities, which is from 51 to 55. Quality number. Sorry, Prabhu.
One more thing. Madaji mentioned that Kamsa, Shishupala, they went to where? Brahmajyoti.
Yeah, Brahmajyoti. Prabhu.
Sayujyam.
But they have come from Vaikunta. Why they should go to Brahmajyoti?
Because Prabhu, although they have got liberation, they have not got liberation through the correct process, Prabhu. It is just because Krishna is merciful that he killed him and he gave him liberation, but he gave him liberation that is only till Brahma Jyoti.
No. This thing is that they have come from Vaikunta Loka. They were Jaya Vijaya in Vaikunta Loka. They come from there, right? So they should go back to Vaikunta Loka. So you have mentioned Brahmajyoti. Why is that they are stuck in Brahmajyoti for how long? When will they go back?
Prabhu, I'm not sure, but there were 3 times, three times it was. Jaya Vijay were given an option that either 1,000 times you will become devotee or 3 times non-devotee, something like that, Prabhu.
Yeah. I think 8 times and 3 times, something like that. I'm not, but it is that for unlimited time, or this is 3 times. So they chose to
3
become
times.
because it is shorter.
Sooner.
Sooner, yeah. So now, so this is the 3rd time, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
This is the 3rd time.
Ravana, Kumbhakarna. No,
Yeah, this is the 3rd time. Kamsa,
Yes, sir.
Shishupala.
yes, Prabhuji. Ravana. No, Kamsa is not done. Ravana,
Kamsa.
Kumbhakarna,
Kumbhakarna.
Dandavakra.
Shishupala, Dandavakra, Jaya Vijaya.
Okay, so Dandavakra, Shishupala is the last 3.
Hiranyaksha,
Hiranyakashipu.
The 3rd time, I mean.
Third time.
So they should go to Vaikunta, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Anybody, any answer? Because their worship was in a negative way. They are always remembering Krishna 24 hours out of fear and envy. Okay, out of fear or envy, whatever it is. They were always thinking Krishna 24 hours, but not in a favorable situation, favorable way. So when you, because they are killed by Lord Krishna, they are not favorably, practicing devotional service, they will definitely go to Brahmajyoti only. They are not devotees. If they are devotees, they will go to Vaikunta. But then actually they are originally devotees. They were put into this situation so that Lord Krishna can enact pastimes. So for us to understand, they also attain Brahmajyoti, but later they will be promoted from Brahmajyoti to Vaikunta. Because they are, it is for enacting the pastimes, with the Lord, they were put into this situation. So for us to understand, because they were not favorably disposed for devotional service, although they were 24 hours remembering of Krishna, out of envy and out of fear and out of negative feeling, whatever it is, they were first sent to Vaikunta, Brahmajyoti. From there, definitely, they will be called back to Vaikunta. This is what I understood from some devotees' lecture.
Hari Bol Prabhu.
Okay. Yes.
So, yeah,
Next.
Prabhu. So, Prabhu, I got the qualities from 51 to 55.
Okay.
51st quality of Krishna is that Krishna is changeless, which means that Krishna does not change his transcendental position, like constitutional position, not even when he appears into the material world. Because any living entity, when he appears into this material world, he is given a body, a different body to adapt into this material world. Whereas wherever Krishna goes, he has the same constitutional position and body. Now, even for example, even when what to speak of Krishna, even the devotees who are totally surrendered to Krishna are not affected by the material world, Prabhu. So what to speak of Krishna? What I meant to say is that devotees are not affected by the material world, which is the change actually. So what to speak of Krishna? He is totally independent of the material world, Prabhu. Although he is the supreme controller, but he doesn't come under any material world, Prabhu. Second quality is all cognizant. All cognizant means he who understands the feeling of all person and incidents at all times. The pastime given here is from Mahabharata, when Duryodhana purposefully sends Durvasa along with 10,000 disciples. He asked Durvasa Muni to go to Pandavas who were already in the forest period, Prabhu. At that time, when they are finishing their lunch, close to that time, Duryodhana has sent Durvasa and all his 10,000 disciples. But Krishna knew that his devotees are under problem, so he went directly and he asked Draupadi if there is some remnants left back. So in the meantime, Durvasa and 10,000 disciples went to take bath. So Draupadi gave a small morsel of some vegetable which was left out in one container. So he had it and he was fully happy and content. And same time, all the 10,000 disciples and Durvasa Muni were fully content. So then they didn't come at all. So in this way, Krishna is all cognizant. Then the next quality, 53rd quality said is ever fresh, which means Krishna is always remembered. Like, his names are always chanted. And the more and more we chant, the more and more we get attached to the name actually. So if something is not very fresh, then we will not get attracted to it again and again. So the pastime which is mentioned here is many, but I will just enumerate a few of this. Not the pastime, but the conclusion that more and more we chant, the more and more we get attracted to not only Krishna, but his name, fame, qualities, everything. So the relationship with him is always fresh, Prabhu. So ever fresh. Then 54th quality is Satchidananda Vigraha, Prabhu. Satchidananda Vigraha means the body is eternal and full of knowledge and bliss. And there is nothing, Prabhu. There is nothing like, the Krishna is so much full of knowledge that he doesn't have to learn anything from anyone, Prabhu. And he has such a body which is totally in transcendental bliss always, Prabhu. So no examples required on this. And the next 55th quality is, you have already written that? Okay. Possessing all the mystic perfections, Prabhu. So, so being mystic means, Prabhu, like, having, mystic qualities, like, so he can become the smallest of the smallest and he can become the greatest of the great, like Virata Rupa. That is an example. And of course, Paramatma, in the form of Paramatma, he is present in the each and every atom in the, not only in the material world, but all the universes also, Prabhu. So all of these perfections, as well as the spiritual perfection, can be found fully in Krishna only, no one else, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandat Pranam.
So from the point that you have explained, one quality of Mataji is also there. The Akshay Patra.
Hari Bol, Prabhu. Yeah. Draupadi had that Akshay Patra.
So how they clean the vessels after
Yeah.
this thing.
That's why they.
Please give me one Akshay Patra, Prabhu.
So that quality also you should have, explained. So it's a blessing in disguise also. So in a way.
Hari Bol, Prabhu.
Okay. Hari Bol. Yes. Raju Prabhu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for both of you, and thank for both of you. Yeah.
Prabhuji gave me this opportunity.
Then Raju Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I will try, Prabhu.
Yes, please, no problem.
31 to 35, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Ironic. A person who is a very enthusiastic in military activities and expert in realizing different kinds of weapons is called ironic. Like example, the Jarasan is attack the Krishna army, but Krishna is the weapon. Using the weapon is the Krishna never soldiers never hurt anything. That is the Krishna in the army training. Using the Krishna strength. And second one, compassion. A person who is unable to bear another distress is called compassion. For example, Bhismadev is lying in the bed in the arrows, is the blood going on, but Bhismadev wants in the seeing the Krishna, but Krishna immediately appears. Then Krishna himself is Supreme Person of Godhead, but Bhismadev is lying in the bed in the arrows. Krishna is crying. Like this is the compassion is the Supreme Person of us. Like this is the compassion is of the quality one. And respectable. A person who is showing the respect to a spiritual master, a Brahmana, and a old person is unbounded, is being respectable. So Krishna is every day is respecting the spiritual master, like brothers and fathers. Every day is like showing us, and also is Brahmana is Sudama also is a friend, but Sudama is now is listening the Krishna. He immediately run away, go to the receiving the Sudama. Is Krishna bring himself and he wash the food. Is like the respect is the everybody in the Krishna. Like is a 34 genetic. Is a Krishna. Any person who is a neither become impotent nor exhibits in pursuit of nature is called genetic. Is a Krishna is like is a jewelry, like
Oh, no problem. Very well. Thank you. Oh, sure.
I forget the jewelry, I don't know. Chamantamani, something?
Chamantakamani.
Yeah, Chamantamani, but everybody blame for Krishna, but Krishna is never take that one. But who is the serving the Krishna, that will not take it. That is the meaning the 35 librarian. Any person who is by the natural behavior very mindly is called librarian. So the Krishna Krishna is actually the Yudhishthira Maharaj, Rajaswa Yajna is doing that time. The Krishna in the charity, but is going to immediately pranam the Yudhishthira Maharaj because he is the respected. He is the like that one. Same thing is the other same way is the Gurukul. The Krishna is Sanipa Muni is told go to collection the sticks, wood and sticks. Krishna even I am the supreme person. I am not thinking like that. Krishna is the Sarvada everybody. This is the 5 qualities. Correct.
Haribol Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. And
Hari Prabhu, I am not very well, but please
no,
forgive me.
Prabhuji, yes,
Hari Bol, Prabhu. It was good, Prabhu.
very nice, Prabhuji. No problem. And next is Parvati Mataji and Sarvapalaka Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. I have received, I've been asked to say on verses qualities 61 to 64.
Haribol.
The first quality is Krishna is a performer of wonderful activities. Krishna has performed so many wonderful activities and Leela in Vrindavan. Some of his pastimes like killing of Putana, Aghasura, Bakasura, etc. is a wonderful activities that he shows in this world. Other wonderful activities that he did was playing with the Gopas, stealing butters, creating a lot of troubles to the gopis, etc. These are all very little but very wonderful pastimes of Krishna. Foremost, however, is the performance of Ras Leela with the gopis. That is the foremost wonderful Leela that he has performed in the Vrindavan. Next is Krishna is surrounded by loving devotees. Krishna is always surrounded by loving devotees. And the greatest example is Yashoda Maya, who is always with him throughout his young age. And the rasa that she portrays is Vatsalya rasa. Other than that, Gopikas are there who are always a big devotee, is the foremost devotee of Lord Krishna in the Madhurya rasa. Balaram, Arjuna, Sudama, etc. are always present around him in the form of in the Sakhya rasa. And also, other than these, in the form of the nature, like cows, trees, flowers, rivers, mountains, etc. They are all present around Krishna in the form of Shanta rasa. They are big devotees and are always wishing that the lotus feet of Krishna is is stuck on them. So next is Krishna's attractive flute. Krishna is an executive flute player, as we all know. When Krishna plays flute, all the demigods, the gopis, the cows get attracted to him, and they eventually are deeply immersed in it. When the gopis were describing and listening to the Krishna's flute, they were remembering the pastimes of Krishna. It was so wonderful. When he played the flute, trees swayed, birds flocked around, Yamuna's water splashed holy water at her bank, cows moistened grass with the fresh milk. This was the effect of Krishna's flute playing. So this can, from this we can understand that Krishna is an exquisite flute player and enchants everybody who hears this music. Next is Krishna's exquisite beauty. Krishna was so attractive that he does not need to wear any jewelry also. He is so effulgent, so wonderful to look at. The gopis were enchanted by his beauty that they came out of their houses without caring for their parents or their husbands, and went to meet Krishna in the dark, lonely places like in the Vrindavan forest. Krishna was so beautiful that it enchanted deers, birds, and other living beings towards him. Krishna, as a child, was so beautiful that even Putana wanted to caress him and wanted to hold him and wanted him as his child, as her child in the next birth. This was the effect of Krishna's exquisite beauty.
Very good. 2-3 points, Mataji. One is the different rasas that Lord Krishna exhibited. So in that, the different devotees have different relationship in different rasas with Lord Krishna. But there is one person who was exhibited all the rasas in relationship with Krishna. Who is that?
Ambarish Maharaj.
Balaram.
Ambarish Maharaj.
Balaram.
That is
Balaram.
devotion, sir. Balaram.
Balaram.
Okay, so he has has a relationship with Krishna in Shantarasa, Dasyarasa, Sakhirasa, Vasalarasa, and Madhurarasa. Okay, and as far as fruit is concerned, Krishna has different fruits in different names, different sizes. Okay, just Basuri, okay, Bansi, Venu, Murali, all these different names with different sizes, and when he plays different notes, it is meant for a particular type of devotees. For example, when he wants to attract cows, there's a particular note, cows particular note, cowherd boys particular note, gopis particular note, so he has particular notes, he plays different notes. Okay, and then one more thing I wanted to say, that what is that? I forgot. Yeah, when I remember I'll tell you. Okay, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Danda Pranam. Prabhuji, we are not qualified to speak about Krishna's qualities because even Anantasesh is trying to, he's finding difficulty in explaining or chanting the glories of Krishna, because he is having thousands and thousands of words, still he is finding difficulty. So how we, insignificant souls can speak about the glories of Krishna, but if we speak a few glories, whatever as per our capacity, if we are glorifying Krishna, it is purifying the speaker as well as the people who are listening to that also. So with that mood, I will try to just speak some qualities of Krishna, and I have got the assignment of first 5 qualities. The first quality is the beautiful bodily features, which so when Narakasura was kidnapped all the queens of Dwaraka, 16,108 queens. Then when Krishna came and rescued them, these queens actually they were asking Krishna forgiveness. They said, Krishna, kindly please forgive us. So Krishna asked, no, why you are asking forgiveness? I have rescued you. Why you are doing like this? Then these queens were telling him that we were actually speculating your bodily features and your beauty, and we were comparing you with your face with the lotus, your face with the moon, and your bodily features with lotus. So when we saw you, we understand we were doing a very great mistake, because nothing is comparable. Nothing in this material world can be compared to your beauty. So because of that, we have done a great mistake. So we need, we are asking forgiveness to you. So this was the statement by the queens who were kidnapped by Narakasura. So this was one of the point. And second point, in Bhishma Stuti, Bhishma Dev is glorifying Krishna's beauty. He is saying, Tribhuvana Kamanam Tamalavarnam Ravikara Gauravaram Ravikara Gauravarambaram Dadane. He is telling that Tribhuvana, all the three planetary system, all the inhabitants of three planetary systems are actually what to say, attract, everybody is attracting to the beauty of that person, and who is in the tamala color, and who is wearing the the yellow glittering and most beautiful garments. To that personality I want to dedicate, I want to pay obeisances, and also I want to invest my rest of the time in remembering that supreme person. So this was the glorification done by Bhishma Dev. So we can understand that Krishna during that time was from the Dwaraka, so he had all the opulent dress of a Kshatriya. So we can understand that he will be wearing, sometimes he will be wearing the crown, he will be having the crown, and will be having very good armors, which obviously looks beautiful to any person. But in the next sloga, Bhishma Devi is again telling, Yuditura Garajo Vidumra Vishwa Kachalulita Shramavaria Lankritasye Mama Nishida Share Vividyamana Tvachi Vilasat Kavachestu Krishna Atma. In that, Bhishma Dev is telling, I mean, during the war fight, his helmet is not there. Actually, his hair is flowing down, flowing in the he is having the flowing hair, and all his hair is ashen because of the dust from the hoofs of these horses, and he is sweating a lot, and so many sweats are there on his cheeks, all over the body, yes, and also these beads of sweat, plus the by the arrows of the Bhishma Dev, there are some blood particles, blood droplets also in his face. So Bhishma Dev is telling, with this, actually all these things like the sweat, the blood, we can imagine a person, I mean the normal conditioned people like us, if we are having sweat or blood on our face, we definitely won't look good. But Bhishma Dev is praising or glorifying that beauty, because we cannot compare, the beauty of, even with those in that condition, Krishna was looking extremely beautiful. So this is one of the quality only Supreme Lord can have. So that's about, and one more point, like Rukmini Devi, she also has not seen Krishna, but she has only heard about Krishna, about his beauty and all, and she was so captivated and she was so attracted to him. And that was one of the uh, point which I would like to say, that his bodily features, sorry, his beauty, even without seeing him, a person can person gets attracted to that. Even we have not seen Krishna, we are only hearing all these descriptions from the scriptures and from the Gurujans, but how much attracted we are to Krishna. So we cannot in fact fathom all these things. We are not qualified to do that. Okay, second point is related to the auspicious characteristics. Auspicious characteristics, Krishna is having so many auspicious characteristics during his, I mean, after his birth, Brahmanas comes to Nanda Maharaj and Yashodamai. So they are pointing out so many beautiful features of Krishna. Auspicious signs Krishna is having. It is mentioned 32 signs, auspicious signs he has in his body, all over the body. Like so many descriptions are there. Seven places are considered is having a reddish luster. Then there are some body parts which are broad. So likewise, there are so many descriptions given. It is given by Rupa Goswami also in the Nectar of Devotion, that these signs are only for special personalities. It is not a common thing. So that is one about that is one point related to this auspicious qualities, sorry, auspicious signs. And the second point related to his lotus feet. He's having so many markings, auspicious markings, which nobody is having, only the Supreme Personality has. That is related to this point. And third quality is pleasing. Krishna, again, it is again connected to his body or beauty. He's very pleasing, and Kunti Maharani is describing his bodily beauty as well as his pleasing personality. She is telling, I mean, in her prayers, she is telling that Nama Pangajadabhaya Nama Pangajamalini. So she is describing his pleasing, looks of Krishna, who is she is comparing him, parts of his body to different. She is comparing to the lotus actually. So his abdomen abdomen is compared to lotus, and he is wearing a garland which is a garland of lotus, and he is having a lotus eyes, and his lotus feet is also compared to a lotus. So that is related to that. And pleasing, there is one, and that in the end of 10th canto, Sukadeva Goswami is describing, after finishing the pastimes of Krishna, after the 19th chapter, 48th 38th verse, I forgot, 48th verse is. So in that, Sukadeva Goswami is telling, he is glorifying Krishna, Jayadi Janani Vaso. In that sloka, in the last two lines is, is the, Susmita Shri Mukhena Vrajapuravanidhanam Vardayan Kamadevam. So Sukadeva Goswami is describing his pleasing, pleasing smile and pleasing beauty of Krishna's face, blissful smiling face, and which is actually increasing the lusty desires of gopis. So that was from the pleasing. There are so many slogas and explanations in Bhagavatam regarding the bodily beauty as well as Krishna's pleasing pleasing looks and nature as well. And the fourth point is, fourth characteristics or fourth quality is effulgence. So Krishna's body, as we all know, in 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling the 6th sloka, Nadat Bhashade Suryo, Na Shashango Na Pavaga, Yad Gatva Na Nivartande Taddama Paramamama. He is telling there is no sun, there is no moon, there is no electricity in my abode. That means because of the bodily effulgence which is coming out from Krishna's, bodily effulgence coming out from Krishna, because of that there is no need of sun or moon. So we can understand from that sloka that how much effulgent is Krishna. And secondly, second point is related to, again, Brahma Jyoti. What these Mayavadis are, the destination for Mayavadis is actually the bodily effulgence which is coming from Krishna. So that is one thing. And the third point is Krishna is wearing a Kaustubha jewel, and it is compared that Kaustubha jewel is compared to crores of sun. One Kaustubha jewel is having the brightness more than crores of sun. So we cannot imagine or we cannot fathom that actually. And it is said that the Acharya says, when we compare the bodily effulgence of Krishna with this Kaustubha jewel, then this Kaustubha jewel is looking like a very small star in the sky. So that is the comparison between. So we can imagine how much effulgent Krishna's body will be. And another point is related to same bodily effulgence. Krishna, gopis of Vrindavana, Krishna used to steal butter from the gopis' house. So he was very smart in that. And these gopis used to complain to Yashodamai, saying that we are keeping all this butter in a very safe place, in a very dark room, but still your son is coming and stealing. We don't know how he is doing this. then these gopis are telling Yashodamai it is because of his jewels. The Yashodamai, you are dressing up or you are decorating Krishna with lot of jewelry. That is the reason, because of the effulgence of the jewelry, he is able to see in the dark. So this is what gopis are saying. But the thing is that they are not aware how much effulgence Krishna himself has. Has in his body. There is no need of any jewel, to see to make the place bright. His body himself, the effulgence from his body itself is so bright. Okay, then last point regarding this effulgence is even the Mushtika and Chanura, when they were about to fight with Krishna. So seeing the bodily effulgence coming from Krishna's body, bodily effulgence from Krishna, they were actually reluctant initially how we will fight, because they were also attracted to that bodily, the beauty and the effulgence of Krishna. So that's all about this point regarding the effulgence. The last point is the fifth quality is the strength. So this regarding the strength, there are so many. We know so many pastimes in the 10th canto. Sukadeva Goswami is describing the pastimes of Krishna. He is killing so many demons. He is killing Shakatashura when he was only 2 months old. He just kicked the Shakata, and he could kill that person. So we can understand how much strong he will be, even a baby. And he killed Putana when he was only 6 days. Then Agasura was killed by Krishna. Then Trinavrata, Trinavrata took baby Krishna to the sky, and Krishna's body weight has increased, and finally he couldn't hold it, so he fell down and he was also killed. So likewise Bakasura was killed. So many asuras were killed, and even we know that how much powerful or strong Krishna is. When he was only 7 years old, he lifted the Govardhan hill with his left hand and with the little finger. So his strength doesn't have any limit, and we can understand that he's very strong. For us, so because of his strength, we can understand that from the spiritual point of view, we can understand he is very strong, and he can plunder all the heavy, what to say, we are actually contaminated by so many material things, like from the time immemorial we are carrying so many impressions which are actually very, very strong than we can say the Govardhan hill, because it is very difficult to remove. But if we are surrendering to Krishna, then he will definitely, because he is all powerful, he is all strong, so he can easily plunder all the material contaminations from us if we take the shelter of Krishna. That's all, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Very good. So we have explained about the beauty, the auspiciousness, the effulgence, the strength, and what is another one?
Pleasing.
Pleasing, yes. So these 5 aspects we have explained. So just for both of you explained about the beauty of Lord Krishna. So I just recollected. It is said that, as you rightly said, the Simantakamani and the Kastuba jewel on the body of Krishna, in front of the effulgence of Lord Krishna, it is just very, very minute, just like a small shining star on the sky, in the sky. Okay. Similarly, when Krishna puts on ornaments, usually when we put on ornament, what happens? Our beauty enhances because of the presence of the ornaments. But here it is the other way around. When Lord Krishna puts on ornament, the beauty of ornament enhances because it is on the body of Krishna. See the difference? We are putting beautify our body, but whereas when Krishna puts on ornaments, it is not to enhance his beauty, but the ornaments' beauty gets enhanced because those ornaments are on the body of Krishna.
Harisuri point, Prabhu. Harisuri effect.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes. And who else? Who is next? Sujay Prabhu, who agreed? Ready? Anybody?
Manoj Prabhu and Mini Mataji.
Okay. Yes. Who wants to say? Mini Mataji, you want to say?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam. I'm not prepared, Prabhu, completely because I can't say it on my own words.
Okay, you want to keep it for next week?
Yes, Prabhu, I'll do that. From 11 to 15, I was told to do, but I couldn't do justice to it.
Sorry,
Prabhu.
Prabhu,
Next week,
today only
surely.
I given.
Next week, I will surely do.
What about Manoj Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, you are ready, Prabhuji?
I will try to. After
Okay.
listening to all the senior devotees, I'm shivering.
Okay. So which are the qualities that you are explaining?
For me, the task was from 26 to 30, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay. Yes, which are those? For you.
The first quality was 26. Lord Krishna's quality was explained as brave, in the sense that he is a person who does not express his mind to everyone, and whose mental activity we cannot understand. So one example given in that was Brahma. He offended Lord Krishna in some circumstances, and he later came and asked his excuse and prayed to him, but he was not able to understand whether Krishna has forgiven him or not. That was the Brahma's situation at that time. The one more example given was Krishna's relation with Radharani was not understood by his elder brother Balram, who was always with him. So that also shows the gravity of Krishna's behavior. It was very difficult to understand what is going in Lord Krishna's mind. Other one was the second 27 one was self-satisfied. Lord Krishna was a person who was fully self-satisfied of himself, without any hankering, and he cannot have any causes of distress or anything. He was self-satisfied in all sense. One example given was King Jarasandha's example was given. When Jarasandha was executed, everybody thought that it was Bhima who has done that, but Lord Krishna was the real reason behind it, but he was not interested in any fame or any credit to be taken. The next one, 28th one, was possessing equilibrium was one of the kind of Krishna's characters. Lord Krishna was unaffected by attachment and enmity of any person. The example was the in Srimad Bhagavatam verse 33 about 100-headed serpent. One example is given. Serpent name was Kaliya. When he was given punishment, all the wives of this serpent came to Krishna and told that, Lord Krishna, whatever punishment you are giving will be for the good only, for the humanity, because Lord Krishna has taken a pledge that he will eradicate all kind of sins. So even his own wife and children agreed to what Krishna has taken a decision. The 29th one was magnanimous. The Krishna, in all the sense, was a person because it was charity what Krishna has given to everyone is being taken as a magnanimous consideration, because he was so magnanimous that charity deposited on everyone, but there was no limit from Sri Krishna's side. So even the whatever plants, trees, what is being planted by Gokula Vrindavana, the Surabhi cows, all these were coming under the magnanimous charity of Lord Krishna to the common person or who are the human beings are there. The last and final one was the religious part of the Krishna's quality, because Krishna was a person who was like his quality in religious was the not simply spreading religion, but it was like religions they are enjoyed by the shastras and the teachings and some principles being offered to others. The common people were being educated what religion is, and according to the religious principle, practices were given, and such people were given enlightened, and they were given a higher goal, and the connection with Krishna has automatically made them to be released. There was no irreligion during the region of Lord Krishna, and all the demigods all were considered, and Krishna has given them chance to give their services, and the services were given for a higher goal, and that was being beneficial to the planet at the time of Lord Krishna.
Very well, very good. So you have
Hari Bol.
you are given 5. So can you please repeat those qualities that you have explained? Gravity and
Gravity, grave. First one, yeah. First one was grave. Second one was self-satisfaction. Third one was possessing equilibrium.
Okay.
Then magnanimous and religious.
Okay. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. I think so. Thank you all so much for your effort and explaining it very nicely, the different qualities of Krishna. So the rest of the qualities will be, described or explained by other devotees in the next session. Thank you all so much. So please put on the videos so that we can see everybody. So today's class is like that. I think next class also will go like that.